That's how it should be. Okay, lineup for the Rebels is Toby and then Logan. After him is Camden, then Lucas. Following him will be Connor. First pitch to Toby is hit slow to the first baseman for out number 1. Logan is up to bat. What? 45 miles per hour. Ball hit high in the air to the right side. Caught by the right fielder for out number 2. 2 outs, and Camden is up to bat. Camden hits a ball high in the air, but caught straight to the center fielder for out number 3. Nate is up to bat. Strike 1 to Nate. Ball hit into center field, but caught by the second baseman for out number 1. Jack is up to bat. Watch the first pitch for strike 1. Ball hit hard, but straight to the second baseman for out number 2. That brings Will to the plate. Watches the first pitch for strike 1. Strike 2 to Will. He hits a ball in between short and third, but a good play by the third baseman to get out number 3 brings Lucas to the plate for the Rebels. Ball hit to left field for Lucas. That's a single. Connor is up to bat. Oh yeah, Connor's not here. Toby's up to bat. Toby hits the ball to the second baseman for out number 1. Logan to the plate. First pitch is fouled off for strike 1. He hits a ball hard up the middle. That's a single. Runners on first and second with 1 out, and Camden is up to bat. He swings at the first pitch and misses strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3, batter's out. Lucas to the plate again. He's 1 for 1. He hits a ball into center field again. That's a single. Toby scores. Logan to third. And that brings Toby to the plate as the Rebels take a 1-0 lead. Ball hit in between short and third. That's an out, 3 outs, and that brings Colton to the plate for the Sluggers. First pitch to Colton is hit to just to the right of the mound for out number 1. 1 out, and that brings Nate to the plate. Nate hits a ball foul, strike one. Ball hit, did not read. Yeah, his foot. Make sure your foot's not in front of the plate. That's why it didn't read. Ball hit to center field. That's a single for Nate, his first hit. Jack is up to bat. He's 0 for 1. Watch his first pitch, strike one. Ball hit slow up the middle. That's an out. 2 outs for Will. Ball hit high in the air to shallow center. That's the single for Will, his first hit. Colton to the plate with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Watch his first pitch for strike one. Then he hits a ball high in the air to the right side of the infield. Caught by the first baseman for out number 3. Logan is up for the Rebels. Foul ball, strike one. Ball hit up the middle. That's a single for Logan. That brings Camden to the plate. Strike one. Strike two. He hits a ball foul. Make sure your foot's not in front of the plate. Yeah, you're in front of the plate. That's why it's not reading. Foul ball, you get one more pitch. Strike three, batter's out. Lucas is up. He's 2 for 2 with 1 RBI. Ball hit in between first and second. That's another single for him. He's 3 for 3. Toby is up to bat. 1 out, runners in first and second. And he hits a ball in the center field. Caught by the center fielder for out number 2, but Logan advances to third on the play. And Logan is up to bat. He's 2 for 3. He hits the ball in the right center field. That's a single. Logan scores. Lucas to third. Camden back up to bat. Strike one. Ball hit up the middle hard. That's another single. Lucas scores. Logan to third. Lucas back to the plate. He's 3 for 3 with 1 RBI. Ball hit high in the air to shallow center. That's another single. Logan scores. Camden to third, and that brings Toby back up to the plate. And he hits a ball slow up the middle. That's an out, 3 outs. The Rebels score 3 runs in the top of the third. That brings Nate up for the Sluggers. He hits a ball to the right side. That's a single. He's 2 for 3, and that brings Jack to the plate with 1 on and no outs. Watches the first pitch for strike 1. And then he hits a ball to shallow right field. Caught by the second baseman for out number 2. Will steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He hits the ball high in the air. That's a single for Will. Colton is up to bat. And he hits a ball to the left side. That's an out. 2 outs for Nate, who's 2 for 3. Ball hit straight at the first baseman for out number 2. Or out number 3, actually. Due up for the Rebels, it's Logan, then Camden, then Lucas. Logan is 3 for 4 with 1 RBI. He hits a ball to right, shallow right center field. That's a single for Logan, his 4th hit. That brings Camden to the plate. Camden is 1 for 4 with 1 RBI, and he hits a ball foul, strike 1. Make sure your foot's not in front of home plate. Make sure your foot's not in front of home plate. Strike 2 to Camden. Strike 3, batter's out. 1 out, 1 on for Lucas, who's 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And then he hits the ball up the middle hard. That's a single for Lucas. That brings Toby to the plate. Lucas is 5 for 5 with 2 RBIs. He hits the ball high in the air to shallow left field. That's an out. 2 outs for Logan. Ball hit hard back to the pitcher. That's a single. Logan scores. Logan scored himself again. Camden is up to bat. He's 1 for 5 with 1 RBI, and he hits a ball hard up the middle. That's a single. Lucas scores. Logan to second, and Lucas is back up to bat. He's 5 for 5 with 2 RBIs. And he hits a chopper to the pitcher for out number 3. Going into the bottom of the 4th, the Rebels lead it 6-0 over the Sluggers. Jack is up for the Sluggers. Foul ball, strike 1. He hits a ball slow to the pitcher for out number 1. Will is up to bat. Ball hit to the pitcher for out number 2. Colton to the plate. Ball hit to the left side of the infield for out number 3. Toby is up to bat for the Rebels in the top of the 5th. Ball hit up the middle for out number 1. Logan is up to bat. He's 5 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Foul ball, strike 1. Foul ball, strike 2. It's a chopper slow to third base. That's an out. 2 outs, and Camden is up to bat. He's 2 for 6 with 2 RBIs. It's a ball in between first and second. That's a single. Lucas to the plate. He's 5 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Ball hit to right field. That's a single. Camden to third. That brings Toby back to the plate with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Foul ball, strike 1. Ball hit to right field. Caught by the right fielder for out number 3. Bottom of the 5th, Nate is up to bat for the Sluggers. What's the score? Nate is up to bat. He's 2 for 4. Strike 1. Ball hit to deep right center field. Caught by the right fielder for out number 1. Jack is up to bat. He hits a ball to right field. Caught by the second baseman for out number 2. 2 outs. Will to the plate. He's 2 for 4. Strike 1 or ball 1. Ball hit to right field. That's a single for Will. He's 3 for 5. That brings Colton to the plate. Strike 1. Ball hit hard into left center. That's a single. Will to third, and that brings Nate to the plate. That was Colton's first hit of the game. Strike 1. Ball hit slow down third base line. That's a single. Will scores. Colton to second. The score is now 6-1. That brings Jack to the plate. Hits the ball up the middle. That's another single. Bases loaded. 2 outs for Will, who's 3 for 5. That was Jack's first hit. Ball hit hard up the middle. That's a single. It scores Nate and Colton. The lead is cut to just 3 now with Colton up to bat. Strike 1. Ball hit, but straight at the shortstop for out number 3. Logan is up to bat first for the Rebels in the top of the 6th. They could sure use some insurance runs here. Ball hit hard up the middle. That's a single for Logan. His 6th hit. Camden is up to bat. Gets a ball foul, strike 1. Ball hit to the third baseman for out number 1. Lucas to the plate. Foul ball, strike 1. Strike 2. Ball hit hard up the middle. That's a single. Camden to third. That brings Toby back to the plate. Toby, the only one on his team hitless so far. That could sure use a hit right here. And he hits the ball hard up the middle. That's for sure a single. Camden scores. Lucas to second. The lead is pushed back to 4. They need another hit from Logan here. Logan hits the ball hard, but straight at the shortstop for out number 2. Camden to the plate. He's 3 for 5. He hits the ball deep into right center field. That's a double. Logan scores. Toby scores. The lead is pushed back to 6. One on, 2 out. Lucas hits a slow roller up the middle. That's a single. Camden scores. Toby back to the plate. He got a hit and an RBI his last at bat. Let's see if he can do it again. Hits the ball high in the air in foul territory, but caught by the first baseman for out number 3. The Sluggers going into the bottom of the 6th need 7 runs to tie, 8 to win. Nate is up to bat. Strike 1. Ball hit. Foul. Strike 2. Foul ball. You get one more pitch. That's 1 out. Jack is up today. He's 1 for 6. He hits a pop fly to the second baseman for out number 2. Down to their final out. The Sluggers need 7 runs to tie. Ball hit high in the air. Caught by the first baseman for out number 3, and the Rebels win it 10-3. Nate, the lineup for the Sluggers is Nate, then Jack. After him is Will, then Colton. First pitch to Nate is watched for strike 1. Strike 2. Single. Jack is up, and he hits a ball up the middle. That's 1 out. Two outs. Colton is up to bat. Strike 1 to Colton. Hits a ball high into left center. That's a single. Jack to third. Nate to the plate, who's 1 for 1 so far. Hits a ball to right field. Just foul. Strike one. Hits a ball up the middle. Did he get it through? Yes, he did. Jack scores. Jack to the plate. Nate is now 2 for 2 with 1 RBI. Jack watches first pitch for strike one. Strike two. It's a slow roller to the left side of the infield for out number 3. The lineup for the Rebels is Toby. After him is Logan. Then Camden. Following him will be Lucas. And if Connor shows up, he will be 5th hitter. Toby hits a ball to the left side. That's an out. 1 out. Logan to the plate. He hits a ball foul. Strike one. He hits a ball, and that's definitely a single for Logan. His first hit. Camden to the plate. Foul ball, strike one. Ball hit high in the air. He got the infield just barely, but caught by the second baseman for out number 2. Lucas is up to bat. Ball hit to the pitcher for out number 3. Will is up to bat for the Sluggers. That might be why they get really slick in the rain, yeah. Ball hit high in the air, but caught by the second baseman for out number 1. Colton to the plate. Watches the first pitch for strike one. Ball hit to the right side. That's a single for Colton, his second hit. That brings Nate to the plate. He's 2 for 2 with 1 RBI. Foul ball, strike one. Ball hit high in the air and hard to the right side. That's a single. Colton advances to third, and that brings Jack to the plate with runners at the corners with only 1 out. Watches the first pitch for strike one. Ball hit up the middle. Did he get it through? No. Colton scores on the play. And the score is Sluggers 2, Rebels 0. Will is up to bat. He hits a ball high in the air up the middle, but caught by the second baseman for out number 3. Toby is up to bat for the Rebels. After him will be Logan and then Camden. First pitch is hit hard to the right side. That's a single for Toby, his first hit. Logan is up to bat. He hits a ball up the middle, but right at the pitcher for out number 1. Camden. Camden is 0 for 1 in this game, and he hits the ball straight to the shortstop for out number 2. 2 outs. Lucas is up to bat. He went 8 for 9 last game. Hits the ball high into shallow center field. That's a single. His first hit. That brings Toby back to the plate, who got a single his last at bat. He hits the ball foul. Strike 1. Strike 2. Ball hit to the right side. That's caught by the first baseman for out number 3. The Sluggers have scored 1 in every inning so far. Colton is up to bat. He's 2 for 2. Strike 1. Ball hit slow down the third base line. That's an out. 1 out. Nate is up. He's 3 for 3 with 1 RBI. Ball hit to right center field, but caught by the right fielder for out number 2. That ball had some curve on it. That brings Jack to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with 1 RBI, and he hits a foul ball, strike 1. Ball hit up the middle. That's an out. 3 outs. Logan is up to bat for Rebels. He hits the ball to the right side, but ground out to the second baseman for out number 1. Camden's up. Camden fouls the first pitch off, strike 1. Ball chopped, just stays fair. That's a single for Camden. Everyone on the Rebels has a hit. Lucas is up to bat. He hits a ball foul, strike 1. Make sure foot's not in front of home plate. He hits a ball to the first baseman. That's an out. 2 outs for Toby. He hits a ball in the right center field. That's a double. Lucas to third, Logan to the plate. With 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position, a single could tie this game up. He hits a ball foul, strike 1. Ball hit to right field and deep, but caught by the right fielder for out number 3. It just hung up there a little too long. Colton is up to bat for the Sluggers. First pitch is hit to center field, but caught by the shortstop for out number 1, yeah. Nate hits a ball. That's a single. Jack is up to bat. He watches the first pitch, strike 1. Ball hit to the right side. That's an out. 2 outs, and Will is up to bat. Ball hit. Caught by the second baseman for out number 3. Camden is up for the Rebels, followed by Lucas and then Toby. Ball hit in between short and third. That's a single. Lucas is up to bat. Ball chopped over the pitcher's head, but a ground out to the pitcher for out number 1. Toby is up to bat. He hits a ball foul, strike 1. Ball hit in between short and third again. That's an out. 2 outs. Logan is up to bat. Logan hits a ball up the middle. That's an out. 3 outs going into the top of the 5th. The Sluggers lead it 2-0. Colton is up to bat. It's not Rob that makes the thing. It's someone who's done years of analytics. Strike 1 to Colton. Strike 2. Ball hit to shallow center. That's a single. Nate is up to bat. Ball hit in the center again. That's another single. Colton to third. Jack is up to bat. Nate has 5 hits. Strike 1. Ball hit up the middle. That's an out. Colton scores on the play. The Sluggers' lead is now 3-0. Will is up to bat. Ball hit to the left side of the left, up the middle to the left side. That's an out. 2 outs. Colton is up to bat. Ball hit. That's an out. 3 outs. The Rebels, up for the Rebels is Camden. Then Lucas. After him is Toby. That was loud. Ball hit, foul, strike 1. Make sure your foot's not in front of the plate. Ball hit to the shortstop for out number 1. Or no, that's a single. Lucas is up to bat. Lucas hits the ball foul, strike one. Ball hit in the right center. That's a single. Camden to third. That brings Toby to the plate. He's 2 for 5. Toby hits a ball in between short and third. That's a single. Camden scores. The lead is cut to 2. Logan is up to bat. Logan hits a ball up the middle. And that's a single. Lucas scores. Scores 3-2 with Camden back to the plate. They need 1 run to tie it. He hits a ball high in the air to right center field. That's an out. Logan stays on first, but Toby advances to third on the play. 1 out, runners at the corners for Lucas. A ball in the outfield scores him. Ball hit foul, strike one. Make sure foot's not in front of home. Ball hit to the second baseman for out number 2. Toby is up to bat. Runners at the corners. No one scored on that play. A hit here ties the game. And Toby hits a chopper to the second baseman for out number 3. The Sluggers are up to bat. Their lead was cut down to 1 in the last inning. Nate is up to bat. He's 5 for 6 with 1 RBI. First pitch to Nate is fouled off, strike one. Ball hit in between first and second. That's a single. 1 on, no outs for Jack, who's 0 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Ball hit. That's an out. 1 out. Will is up to bat. Ball hit high in the air. Caught by the second baseman for out number 2. Colton is up. He's 3 for 5. Strike one to Colton. Ball hit up the middle. That's an out. 3 outs. Going into the bottom of the 6th, the Rebels need 1 run to tie, 2 to win. Logan is up to bat. Logan is 2 for 6 with 1 RBI. Ball hit hard to the shortstop for out number 1. Camden is up to bat. He's 3 for 6. He led off the last inning when they scored 2 runs to almost come back and tie it. And he hits a ball into deep right center. That's a double for Camden. Runner in scoring position with 1 out for Lucas, who's 2 for 6. Lucas hits a ball slow down third base line. That's a single. Runners on first and second for Toby, who's 3 for 7 with 1 RBI. He hits the ball into left center. That's a single. Camden scores. The game is tied. Lucas is at third. Logan is up to bat with 1 out and a chance to score the winning run in walk-off style. He hits a ball to right field. Stays fair. That's a double. Lucas scores, and the Rebels win it 4-3.